guys, I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I asked you some days ago which topic do you want to see the most, and most of you said Josef Stalin. So this video today will be about him. And don't worry, I will also make videos later about George Orwell and other topics. But today we're gonna talk about Josef Stalin. So, yeah, I try to keep it as short as possible. Again, I hope you enjoy. So let's just start. So Josef Stalin, that's not his real name. His real name is Josef Vissarionovich Djugashvili. He was born on December 6, or some say December 1878 in Gori, Georgia, which at that time was part of a Russian empire. So he was of Georgian descent. He was not Russian. Some people think he was Russian. No, he was not Russian. Yeah, a bit about his childhood and youth. Yeah, according to my research, his parents were descendants of serfs, but when he was born, serfdom was abolished in Russia for 17 years, so they had a relatively good life according to my research. His father was an entrepreneur. He was sorry. Yeah, and carpenter, and he even employed 10 workers, but sadly he became an alcoholic. He hit Joseph and his mother had to leave him, and she took Joseph with him, and because of that Joseph, he developed a strong dislike to authority and authoritarian states. Yeah. Later in his youth, he wanted to become a priest, which is quite contradictory with his later life. Like, he became a communist and completely godless. Anyway, he wanted to become a priest. He was a good student. When he was around 17 years old, he became an admirer of socialist Marxist philosophy, a communist, and his teachers at the university didn't like it so much because Tsarist Russia during that time, they didn't like any socialists. Joseph spent some time in prison. He was arrested many times by the secret Tsarist police because of they called it state activity, anti-Tsarist activity. He was arrested many times and spent some time in prison. Before the outbreak of First World War, he spent some time in Vienna, where he met Leo Trotsky, and they became friends. And with the outbreak of the October Revolution in 1917, Stalin climbed up the ranks in the so-called communist movement that overthrew the Tsar, and they became the ruling party, if you want to call it like that, in the newly founded Soviet Union. So Stalin, he was good friends with Trotsky and with Lenin. However, after the Civil War was over and Lenin said that he kinda thinks that Stalin would be the better leader for the Soviet Union, and Trotsky, according to him, is kinda egoistic, narcissistic, whatsoever he called him like that, and according to Lenin, Stalin should be the ruler of the Soviet Union if he died, which took place. Lenin died in 1924, and with the year 1927, Stalin became the de facto absolute ruler of the Soviet Union. And now we come to the part why Stalin is so famous in history, why he is such a controversial figure. Stalin, he collectivized agriculture in the Soviet Union, and he was responsible for so-called dekulakization, kulaks, which he called them according to the Soviet Union, or the communist parties also were present, who were parasiting on the common people, and he confiscated all of their properties, and because of that they could not produce any more grain, wheat, and other food that was necessary for food in the Soviet Union, and millions of people died because of that. Stalin is responsible for the Holodomor, which took place in the Ukraine in the early 1940s. Millions of people died there. Stalin is responsible for that. And Stalin was also very paranoid. He believed that everyone wanted to overthrow him. He killed over 35 was against the Communist Party, the KPDSU, Communist Party of the Soviet Union. There are historians who say that he's responsible for the death of at least 40 million people. Some say it's a bit less, some say it's even more. But many historians agree that Stalin was one of the biggest mass murderers in human history, together with Mao Zedong and other dictators. And some historians even say that Stalin was much more worse than Hitler, because many argue that when Hitler was in charge of Germany, the crime rate in Germany was low and the unemployment was basically zero, and Hitler at least did not kill his own people. I'm not defending here anyone, but that's what historians say. But with Stalin, he killed everyone, wherever you were against the Soviet Party, the Soviet Communist Party or not. There were some stories about him that they had some party meetings and 85% voted for him, and because he didn't know who were those 15% who voted against him, he decided that he will kill everyone there. He was a very paranoid person and a psychopath. Sorry, but these are just facts, and nevertheless, Stalin is still very famous. He has lots of followers in post-Soviet states. His followers, his admirers, they argue that if Stalin wouldn't have been the leader of the Soviet Union during World War II, we probably would have lost the war. But if you study it correctly, you will realize that Stalin is responsible that so many Soviet soldiers died against Germany, especially in the first 2 years. And I just mentioned it before, he basically killed every lieutenant in the Soviet army, and this is why the Soviet army was very weak in the beginning of the Second World War. About this mass murdering and so on, I just said that some historians say he killed at least 40 million people, but his followers say that it is absolutely not true, that he only killed around 700,000 people, and most of them were traitors, parasites whatsoever, and they deserve to die. Stalin, he died in the year 1953. He was 74 years old. There's many of his followers say that he was poisoned by Americans or of the British or whatsoever, because they wanted him gone. Whatever you think of that is up to you. I don't know if he was poisoned, maybe, maybe not. Could be, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say about Josef Stalin. What do you think about Josef Stalin? Do you think yes, yeah, one of the biggest psychopaths in human history, or do you think that there is lots of propaganda or widespread lies about them? Let me know it in the comments below. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you liked that video. I hope it was not too boring, and I see you guys next time. So stay safe, have a nice weekend, and God bless. Bye bye.